Hey, what's up everybody? Just want to give this opportunity while I have a classroom to actually teach you from a classroom. I'm teaching the summer school at University of Exeter. And between classes here, I wanted to give a shout out to you all to say I've been enjoying your responses, the movie reflections, your work, the communication you're having with me. It's been a blast. It's been a fun summer, and you're doing a great job. You're in the middle of the Cold War, looking at both how the cowboy movie, Western movies, were largely influenced by that idea of the Cold War. Now, if you don't know a lot about the Cold War, that's okay. The main thing is how politics and what's going on in the world is really affecting movies. And you see that with that concept of the blacklisting. So if you have some questions about that, check out the lecture that I did to really show that, and all the videos there. And maybe even do a Wikipedia search or something if you've never had any exposure to this idea of Cold War. But that'll help you a lot for the discussion due on Friday. Most importantly, there's a documentary you're going to be watching this weekend, or this week, looking at what's called Real Injun, the idea of the Native American being portrayed in film, but also how that has affected the identity of the Native in the world today, in the United States. In the Americas in general. So, because it includes Canada and Mexico as well. So this is a fun one. It's different because it's a documentary, but it's dissecting our society through this idea of the Indian. So I'm really excited to see what you have to say about this. I know a lot of you have experience, either be a Native yourself, living in community with lots of Native Americans, and indigenous peoples around the world. So it's an interesting thing and an important thing of how movies can be used for good or for bad when dealing with identity. So this is a fun one. Then next week you're going to go right into the 60s and the 70s and the idea of New Hollywood. And this is about alienation. There's lectures there, so please spend time with those lectures. And then that's it. You have the last week after that, by August 2nd, is your last week of this class. Everything's going to be posted here in the next few days, so you have the whole class all posted and you can work ahead, and you can work on the last final. Our final, if you want to call it a final, is not really a final, but it's where you become the instructor. You get to take the reins and apply everything you learned in this class. Apply those concepts of humanities and film, phases of humanities, and apply that to a movie of your choice, a genre of your choice. And the idea is 100 years from now, if someone got a hold of a movie, kind of like you watching City Lights from 100 years before, if 100 years from now, someone's watching a movie today that portrays this early 21st century time, what would they say is about our society? What would that audience think of this movie? Or think of us through this movie? So this is where you get to choose, you get to think of the different genre. There's going to be all kinds of ideas posted, different genres, different ways of looking at film, different ideas. But you could choose the movie. It could be any movie, and it could be a new one, it could be an old one, it's something. But you can even do a couple and compare them. Have fun with it most of all. But it's due the very last day of class, August 2nd. So that's why I'm posting ahead of time, so that you can have time to work on it. You could do your own thing. Look at week 2 again, looking at those phases of humanities, and apply that, and you become the instructor, where you teach all of us a movie and ideas that you're coming up with us. So that's going to be fun. So you got Real Injun, you got New Hollywood, and the great, interesting, weird movie, but one of my favorites, Harold and Maude, and that's going to be your last movie, and then your choice movie, anything you want to do to finish up on August 2nd. So again, it's been fantastic. You're going to get work continually being sent back to you, so you'll see marks of that if you go to the grades, and continue to be communicative. Email me, let me know what your thoughts are, let me know any problems you're having, or anything you're liking, if you're loving things, if you're hating something. All that is helpful for me, so that we can work together and finish strong and enjoy this summer class. Thank you so much. Have a great week.